There's a screen. Here's Harper. Going inside. Misses in close. Pass to Richmond. Here's Mutombo. Comes up empty down low. Right side Hardaway. And here's Curry. Pass to Olajuwon. Driving inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Adebayo. Here's Mutombo. Shot clock at 5. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's a costly error. Well, let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Now here's Hardaway. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Pass to Anthony. Knocks down the triple. Anthony's got 13.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Hardaway. Still without a bucket. Inside. With the fadeaway. Shot's good by Olajuwon. And Kansas City leads by 21.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
The shot by Richmond, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Curry's shot is off. Here's Bowen. Right wing. Adebayo sets a screen. The shot by Richmond, no good. Kansas City leading by 21. We know how impactful Kristaps Porzingis can be, but he's often limited by injuries.
Yeah, BA, since you got... Porzingis has only reached the 60-game mark once. But when he's out there, he is the X factor.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
Pass to Mutombo. Well, when you think about how the game has evolved in recent years, RJ, the role of the big man might have changed the most.
Who knew threes and assists would become a key stat for 7-footers? But I will say, size helps. You cannot teach tall.
So he can't get either to fall. Williams from long range. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You can tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity. Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Wow. The athleticism on full display there.
Man, just incredible hang time. Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
And it's Richardson penetrating. Pascal Siakam with the rebound.
and he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Pass to Mutombo. Here's Kersey. Siakam, left side. Shoots it from the corner. The rebound by Carter.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Richardson. Siakam with the defensive effort.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Here's the pick. Puts up a deep three. And the rebound goes to Kansas City.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Williams with the screen. Carter. Oh, misses the dunk. Back to Mitchell. Siakam outside. To the middle. Here's Kersey. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Kersey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Knocks it down from distance.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Siakam for three. And Chris Paul clears it away.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Oh, a really deep three that time. Stockton's got 6 points.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
And Kansas City another three.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
The shot by Mutombo, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Back to Richardson. Ooh, a good look from Carter. And Kansas City getting another bucket right there.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half.
Paul's a pesky defender, no doubt about it.
To the inside.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
To halt the run. Stockton's shot is off.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Left side Williams. Outside Carter. Pass to Paul. Shot clock at 6. The teardrop. Kersey pulls it in. Inside. Here's Siakam. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Kansas City on top, running away with it. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Stockton. Sinks that one from the post. Stockton's got 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the phone.
Stolen by Jokic. On the wing, Irving. Anthony outside. Knocks down the long J. He's got 16.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Driving to the basket. Siakam for 3. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Let mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
And so Jokic will bring it up for the Wildcats. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Now here's Siakam. He has 7. Sinks the tray.
You have to take Siakam seriously at the arc. He can hurt you from there.
On the wing, Anthony. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Anthony's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
From outside the arc. And Kansas City another 3.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Intercepted. Pass to Mitchell. And there's the drive. And Mitchell with the slam.
The speed of that first step is just what makes Mitchell so difficult to contain.
Here's Irving. Fires the 3. Kersey pulls it in. Pass to Stockton. The 3 ball. Anthony grabs the board.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Here's Stockton. Give him 8 points now. Ewing. And he drops it in from the low post.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Now here's Anthony. 24 points for him. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, "What does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game?" These are all good questions. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
Now here's Irving, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Here's Stockton. Pass to Mitchell. Clock at 4. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim. Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pass to Stockton. The 3. He drops it from range. Stockton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Siakam. He's got 10. From about 19. And the rebound goes to Kansas City.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. Great teamwork on that drive. punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Pass to Irving. .105 left in the third quarter. And it's Bird missing.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
And here's Siakam for three. Connects from downtown. Siakam's got 13 now.
That's his third triple of the night, his second since halftime.
Here's Jokic. And he can't jam it through.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Here's Kersey. No good on the three. Down low. And the dunk by Jokic.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
There's the three. Shot's good by Stockton. He's got 14. Here's Bird. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so it's Kansas City with it. Picked by Carter. The kick out to Richardson. Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
Here's Harper. Pass to Adebayo. Stolen by Carter. And here's the fast break. Richardson for three. Harper pulls it in. Here's Richmond. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Richmond's got his first points of the night.
At point blank range, oh yeah. You're not missing from there.
Here's Garnett. Outside Carter. Shot is up. The kick out to Richardson. Here's Garnett. Over Adebayo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Harper misses. And so it's Kansas City with it. Here's a three from Paul. Doesn't go that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Bowen. Shoots over Paul. Bowen can't hit. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Outside Paul. To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Kansas City.
Well, look, it's not just about forcing a turnover, guys. It's about converting them in those opportunities and cashing them in.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Oh, stolen by Richardson. Williams misses. Here's Harper. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Harper. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Garnett. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
To the middle. Carter. Oh, misses the dunk.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And the three-pointer goes.
3 points.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Pass to Garnett. Well, Richard, you would know something about this. Is the wing position the most important in the NBA right now?
I would say once we got to the point forward position of the Scottie Pippens, of the Penny Hardaways, it became the most important position in the NBA.
Williams on the wing. Picked by Carter.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Pass to Carter. Three-pointer.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Driving in. And it's slammed in by Carter.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Right side, Paul. Picked by Carter. Paul drives in. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. And that one's on target from the wing.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Outside Adebayo. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And here's Paul.
It'll be a turnover. Substitution on the court.
From the inbound. And Harper gets it to go. Harper's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
And here's Curry for three. Drops in the three.
Simply the greatest shooter we have ever seen. Every time he makes another three-pointer, he's adding to the record.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
On the wing, Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance effort. Misses off the right iron. Here's Harper. Banked it in off the glass.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Outside Hardaway. With the teardrop. And the layup is good.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Here's Harper. Oh, nice D from Curry. Anthony outside. Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Anthony. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Anthony's got 32 points in the game.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Wildcats.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year. The three is up. A tumble with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Adebayo. Over to the left wing. From deep, Harper. And the rebound goes to Kansas City.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Curry from deep three-point land. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Here's Harper. Out of bounds. It'll be Kansas City's ball.
Wildcats ball.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. The three from Curry. Buries it from three.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it. And the loudest section gets free.
There's 6 seconds left in the game.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And here's Curry for three. Missed it. And so it's Kansas City winning this one. Well, this might not have been... Greetings, it's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Ali LaForce. Now here's Antetokounmpo. The fader. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Here's Stockton. You know, something that makes this matchup interesting, Richard. Both of these teams execute at a high level on defense.
Yeah, the scoreboard could be looking underfed by the end of the game. The NBA is trying to tilt things towards offense, but these two say, not on my watch.
Now here's Curry. Takes the 12-footer and hits it.
Good at keeping the game simple. When Curry sees the mid-range J open up, he rises up with confidence.
Here's Stockton going inside. Shot clock at 6. Siakam, no good. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Wildcats. Anthony. Kersey pulls it in.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
From behind the arc. Counted from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Stockton. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Here's Ewing. And the rebound goes to Kansas City. Now here's Jokic. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. And the bucket is good. Antetokounmpo has got his second basket on the night.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flagg to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, B.A., he maybe looked really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
And Kansas City, another 3.
I just love the ball movement.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. All right, let's get a report from Ali.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches." But he wonders if they can do it for a full game. Back over to you.
Thanks for that, Ali. Here's Starks. It's a 6-point game. Anthony on the double. To the middle. Here's Richmond. Howard inside. Pass to Richmond. To end the run. And it's Howard finishing it off.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And here's Anthony. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Anthony outside. Pass to Richmond. Here's Starks. Now Howard, covered by Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Howard, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Pass to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Out to Anthony. And here's Jokic. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes.
You don't leave Jokic alone in the corner. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Pass to Howard. Here's Bowen. Here's Adebayo. Oh, nice D from Curry. Kansas City leading by 5. Here's Anthony. Out to the right wing. Here's Bird. Yet to see a basket. And Kansas City getting another bucket right there.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Here's Starks. Drills it from deep.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Anthony in the post.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to Bowen. The kick out to Adebayo. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
The drive by Antetokounmpo. Jokic is doubled. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
The kick out to Adebayo. Drops one in from the wing. 6 points for Bam Adebayo. Kansas City leading by 4. Down low. Back to Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Pass to Bowen. The kick out to Adebayo. The three. And the rebound goes to Kansas City.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Now here's Curry. And here is Antetokounmpo. Back to Curry. The three. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
That is the sharpest weapon in Curry's arsenal. Most times you assume any three-point shot he gets up is going in.
Stephen Curry gets it done for Kansas City. 11 points in the... quarter. He's on fire. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Kansas City.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Siakam in the post. Nice job inside from Siakam.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that, guys.
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you. Some nice ball movement here by Kansas City. Right side, Hardaway. Pass to Cooper. He buries it from three. Cooper's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. There's the drive. Here's Kersey. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Kansas City leading by 10. To the paint. Oh, breaks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. Here's Stockton. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam.
If you give him that kind of separation.
Oh, my goodness. How about that?
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And they're on the run. The three ball. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Launches a three, and it's Ewing with a rebound. To the wing on the left. Siakam in the post. Up and in on the layup. Siakam's got 9.
And just a straight baller move from Siakam. I mean, shrugging off the coverage and keeping his focus on that basket.
Pass to Cooper. Now Irving. To the inside. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Here's Harper. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Stockton. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Kansas City leading by 7. Hardaway, no good. Here's Stockton to the right side. Uses the glass on the layup. And that's 11 points for Pascal Siakam.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
First team foul.
Now Irving. Got a piece of it.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage. Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because it's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Back to Siakam. It's stolen by Tatum. It's 2-on-1. And Irving powers it home.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Siakam for 3. Wow, Siakam showing the range.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
For Kansas City.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Inside, Garnett. And he dunks it down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Harper misses.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Carter on the wing. Takes the three. Kersey pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Siakam outside. And there's the screen from deep. And the rebound goes to Kansas City. They've led by as much as 10. Yep, that one's good. And now a 9-point Kansas City lead.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And Richardson comes to help. Pass to Kersey. Shot clock at 5. Here's Siakam. They get it back. Here's Ewing. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. Hauled in by Paul.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Pass to Harper. For 3. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Garnett no good. Here's Stockton. To get back on track. Oh, nice D from Carter. Kansas City leading by 11. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition. Take foul. Kansas City shooting their first free throw of the night.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a feel-good moment like that.
And Williams punches it home.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pumped, and slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. Puts it up from the high post. Not enough on that one as it misses. He can't hit that time. And so it's Kansas City in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back with you shortly. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably... has to happen quickly. Here's Starks. Pass to Howard. Here's Tripucka. There's the triple. And it's Irving with a rebound.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is. Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
It's stolen by Irving. Here's the break. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And in the last two possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Pass to Tripucka. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And he makes it.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Anthony with a bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Howard. Off with the layup. Kansas City leading by 22. Anthony right side. Plenty of space. And Kansas City getting another bucket right there.
The offensive success. Passes due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Teams deciding to change it up. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Left side Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
I see you, Mr. Mitchell. Now look, for a 6'1" guard, this man can absolutely fly.
Curry with it. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Mutombo with the rebound. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Adebayo.
Just an enforcer for this team. Adebayo is no stranger to physical play, whether he's receiving it or dishing it out.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night now. And the second free throw is good. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Jokic the screen. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's Mitchell. And the layup is good off the glass. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
It's the strength of Mitchell, one of the strongest guards we might have ever seen.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. This season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposures to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Back to you, BA.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Outside Adebayo. Stolen. Outside Curry. Back to Antetokounmpo. Adebayo grabs the board. Outside Mitchell. Right side Adebayo. And the basket by Mutombo.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Oh, got that one up quick. Jokic just got 8.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Outside Mitchell. The kick out to Adebayo. Has to flag. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Jokic. Three-pointer Anthony. Mutombo with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot.